Back on January 18th, I ordered some ferrocerium rods on eBay. The reason I ordered them was because I was making handles, for which I've already posted 2 videos showing the handle making process. And I had claimed I was going to give away 10 ferrocerium rods with the handles I had made. And you're probably all wondering what's going on with the video where I said the next video you see will be the giveaway of these ferrocerium rods. What happened was, the order, when I ordered it on eBay, it said expected delivery date January 31st to February 8th. It was overseas, so I figured, okay, that's quite a while to wait, but that's fine. January 31st came and went, so did February 1st through the 8th. I sent an email to the seller through eBay and complained that my order had not arrived. And they responded with, it's coming a very far way, and you should wait. Give us more time. So I said, okay. I went back to check about 2 days later, and the date of February 8th was changed, and it now said February 13th. And I thought, really, how do they just change the date like that? When you order something and it says expected delivery date, how does it change? So I waited. I went back to eBay on Friday, February 12th, and now it said February 12th. Well, the mail came on February 12th, and there were no ferrocerium rods. So I contacted the seller again, and I said, you asked me to be patient and wait. I waited. It says they were to be delivered February 12th. Today is February 13th. They did not come. And then today, of course, is the 15th. No mail on Sunday, but like I said, yesterday the mail lady came to my door with the mail, and there were no ferrocerium rods. So I sent back the complaint to eBay that I wish to be refunded. I tell you, don't order stuff when you're tired, because had I paid attention, I probably wouldn't have ordered it. The guy only has a 97% rating. So yeah, I should have not paid attention. I should have paid better attention. And then when I looked at the comments, it said this guy doesn't ship his stuff, blah, blah, blah. So sadly, these poor ferro rod handles are still sitting here. They are all done. That's the first one I made. That was mine. And what I had done was, this was the first one I had made, in which I did a video about it, hence the idea for all the other ones. And this one was the bird's eye, and it is, they all have the holes cut for a 1/2 inch diameter ferro rod. And so here they all are, ready to go. There's bird's eye maple, there's regular maple, there's cherry, and the palm wood. Along with it, I had made little packages for everybody, and these are little tiny Ziploc bags, and in it is shaved fat wood, and the little straw sections, sealed straw sections that have a piece of cotton ball in there with petroleum on it. I had done videos of all the fire starters and things that I had made. They're somewhere in my pile of videos. But you snip off the end of the straw, pull the cotton out, and you spark it with your ferro rod, and it'll ignite instantly, as will the shaved fat wood. So it's all here, ready to go. Didn't want everybody to think I had gone back on my promise to do a giveaway. I simply now have to go find another place to order ferrocerium rods without breaking my bank, because it's ridiculous when you go on eBay. The 5" by 1/2 inch are anywhere from $21 to, I've even seen somebody try to sell one for $100. Brings me to my next topic of the ridiculousness of eBay. I had gone on eBay a couple of times to purchase an item, and within, I guess, the last hour that the item was going to be up for sale, or the bids were being accepted, suddenly people come out of the woodwork and bid like crazy on stuff. And I lost some items that I was watching. So I saw this phenomenon happening several more times, and I said to myself, are people really just sitting at their computer bidding on things that are like 2 hours left for the auction? Are they actually looking for items that are about to expire and then bidding in hopes to win it? And I thought, that can't be possible, because there's millions of items on eBay. Well, when I was looking for a camera, because the one I'm using to record right now has been dropped so many times, I can't even see what I'm recording. I have to just wait and plug it into the computer, because the screen on the back has been damaged and you can't see. So I wanted to get another camera, and I had seen a Canon, and I thought, well, if I can get one cheap enough, a used Canon might be pretty cool, because I aspire to be a photographer, sort of. And I bid on one, I lost the bid. I bid on another one and miraculously lost that one too. So the next one I found, and I thought, no one's gonna want this camera. The girl says she bought it in 15 years ago in Japan. And it was a Canon, and it came with 2 lenses. This is the camera. And it came with a case that holds the camera and the lenses. I thought, that's what I want. I think I can afford that. So it said, you know, start bid it, whatever. It was at 150, I think, when I first saw it. And it had 2 days to go. So I put in a bid of 170 max bid. And the last day it was up for grabs, somebody had already outbid me. And so eBay says, do you wish to increase your bid? And I just thought, oh, okay. Then I had to determine, do I want to go, how much more do I want to go on this camera? I don't want to get in a bidding war with whoever these mysterious people are that suddenly jump on board at the last couple of minutes. So in my mind, I thought, I priced the lenses, and they are easily $100 a piece, and I have 2 of them. So I thought, okay, $200 is going to be my limit. Again, I didn't pay attention to the description, because sadly, this camera has an LCD backplate here. You can't see what you're taking a picture of through that. You actually have to look through this tiny little hole. This just shows the function of the camera at the time. So that was pretty sad that I didn't pay attention to that. And the second thing is, it doesn't record video. So I guess I should have paid more attention. But it is a beautiful camera. And the girl who sold it didn't lie. It really does work. It's in practically mint shape for being 15 years old. But in any case, I bid on this camera, and I was getting ready to go to the store. I realized there was only going to be half an hour left on the camera. And I thought, I better not leave, because I might get one of those weird people who jump on at the end and start bidding again. And that's exactly what happened. So I ended up changing my bid to, I don't know, 180. And it stopped, because it would say, I changed my bid a little bit. They would say, you've been outbid, bid again. So finally, I bumped my bid up to 180, and they stopped. So it looked like I was going to win the camera for 180 bucks. Started to walk out of the house to go somewhere, and I thought, no, I'll stick right to the computer to see if anybody jumps on there again, like I've been seeing. And sure enough, at the last minute, people started bidding. And what eBay does is, you've been outbid, do you wish to bid again? Place bid. And you click the button, it'll go up in $2.50 increments. It was like a panic attack. There was like, in the space of 1 minute, I think there was 11 bids, that just rapid fire bids, and I placed the bid, eBay would say, outbid, bid again, outbid, bid again. And I was like, oh my God, and I thought, just pause yourself for a minute here, do you really want to go beyond $200 for this camera? And I said to myself, that's my limit, but I would be willing to go a little over. And then I started feeling bad, because I thought, I'm paying too much for this camera. But I got into this, I don't know, it's like an addiction, where the minute I would place my bid and somebody outbid me, I got pissed. I'm like, you're not getting this camera. And I bid again. And then it was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to stop if it keeps continuing beyond the 200. So it was like, I bid again, bid, and the clock was ticking down. It was down to 3 seconds. And I pushed bid again, which took me over 200, and all of a sudden it popped up and it said, you won this auction. I was like, it was, I swear to God, like I don't know, some kind of an addiction, like some kind of a bidding war high. I don't know how to describe it. And then I felt bad instantly. Did I pay too much for this camera? Well, I ended up paying $200 and $250 for it. But then the topic that brought me to this conversation here is the fact that I've seen this many times, and there's millions of items on eBay. So how is it that items that are the auction or sale, whatever, is about to end? Where do these people come from out of the woodwork that just start bidding? And what do they do with all this stuff? I mean, it just happened the other day. My parents wanted a VCR. Who's in the market that badly for a VCR, which is the dinosaur of watching movies? It's like anybody fighting for an 8-track player. These people were all bidding on, and they're not, some of them even said they weren't working. And I thought, okay, well, maybe it's a person who fixes them, tinkers with them. So the first 2, again, I didn't get them, and I searched and searched. I found another one, and I bid on it, and of course, somebody else immediately outbid me. I'm like, how does this happen? It's a phenomenon I don't have an answer for. I mean, there's crap on eBay, and they're bidding on it. There's things that are, ferro rods. I've seen people's ferro rods that don't look anywhere near as nice as mine. Not that I'm bragging, but I mean, they're shaped. I spent really a long time sanding them so they look like this. I've seen ferro rods on eBay where it looks like somebody chopped off a piece of an antler, drilled a hole in it, and stuck a ferro rod in it, and they want like 40 bucks for it. I've seen the wooden ones. It looks like a chunk of wood that somebody simply left it. It's rough. It's like a stick with the end is sliced. They drilled a hole in it and they stuck the ferro rod in there. 30, 40 bucks, 20, 30, 40 bucks. I'm like, do people really sell this stuff? God bless them if they can. I didn't do what I did with my ferro rods to make any money. As a matter of fact, it cost me quite a bit of money to make these things. But the point was, is I wanted to give to people who have been watching my channel faithfully, who comment, and I consider, YouTube friends, and that's what the point of making those ferro rods was for, to give back to people. I didn't want anything for them. People offered to buy them. I said I wouldn't sell them. I was going to give them away. And I intend to, if I ever get some ferrocerium rods. But going back to this eBay thing, I just don't understand how this is happening, that there are what appear to be people lurking till the last several seconds of an auction. And it dawned on me, this simply can't be possible. There must be some type of a software people are using, and maybe they plug in certain items with a caption word that searches, like maybe cameras, and they're alerted to any camera auction that's about to end, and then they bid. I don't know how this is happening, but I'm sure other people out there have seen it. It's a weird phenomenon, and back I go today. I spent hours and hours looking for ferrocerium rods, and like I said, I've seen them ridiculously priced. I've seen the 5-inch by half-inch diameter, which is what I'm looking for, $70-something for one of them. Really? The ones I got that I had first ordered, they were, I think, $7 a piece, and I need 5 of them. So I'm looking to find something that is not shipping from overseas, that's a reasonable price, because again, if they're 5 inches long and I cut them in half, they'll be 2.5 inches long, which is plenty big enough for the ferro rods I'm giving away. So I need to buy 5 of them. So today I'm going to go look, and hopefully I can find some and they can come here in the mail before the snow goes away and spring is back or whatever. Just hopeful that I'll find them and I won't get screwed again, because twice now on eBay I've ordered stuff and it never came. The little knives that I wanted to put in, they never came. I had to get a refund. So today I'm going to go looking and see if I can find some ferro rods so that I can make these things and get them out to the people I've chosen already who's going to get them. So hopefully before long, you guys won't forget me, that I am going to send out these ferro rods, and I will make an announcement after they've been completed who's getting them and which one they're getting. Sorry.